capital raised by Freedom Group Holdings is a fantastic example of outstanding deal making. What started out as a simple capital raise ended up being quite a complex transaction with a number of different turns and changes, took a very long period of time, ended up with a great outcome and resulted in winning the BDO Mid-Market M&A Transaction of the Year award. As proud sponsors of the award, it's great to see Freedom Group Holdings and Northington Partners recognised for their outstanding contribution to mid-market deal making. We heard from both parties at the recent INFINZ event.
Freedom had been a really successful business to date, developing a real niche in the market, but we got to the point where we required additional equity capital to take us to the next stage.
Well, based on a relationship we already had with Bill, Northington got involved based on our experience in the sector and our ability to raise the money for the company.
We really wanted the deal to be a transformative experience for the business that allowed us to move away from our traditional sources of funds through to a we don't have to raise capital anymore point, and that's where we think we got through the deal.
Well, we set out to raise $30 to $40 million for the company at a reasonable valuation, which will allow the company to then continue with its development.
Well, getting the deal started was firstly convincing the board that we needed to go out and raise capital in the market and not retain our traditional way of doing it. Then it was about finding an investment banker, and Northington Partners were the obvious choice for us. And then it was about getting our proposal and structure right for the deal, and then walking through the interviews and meetings with multiple parties to try and find that party that really matched our requirements.
Northington Partners was the lead advisor in the capital raise, and the key steps were determining with the Freedom Board how much capital was required to fund their growth, and then obviously the search for an appropriate capital partner.
So we had two parties, of course. For Freedom, the key success was our ability to retain control of our existing company that we'd been building over the 10-year period. For AGP, it was the ability to get a sizable capital tranche into the market and be able to utilise Freedom to drive that forward. So for both parties, I think we'd got what we needed.
The challenge for the capital raise was the market environment at the time. The operators in the sector were having some struggles, and those valuation issues were likely to flow through to the capital raise for Freedom itself.
I think aligning yourself with the right partners to stay the journey, stay the distance in the journey is key. Ensuring that people understand your business and can present it in such a light that you're going to get success at the end of the day.
Well, it was a long and complicated transaction which needed quite a lot of perseverance and flexibility. I'm pretty proud of the Northington team for eventually developing and delivering a great outcome for the company and the investor.
The real impact this deal has had on the business is enabling us to focus on what drives the business forward, not looking for capital every month to keep the wheels turning.
What made this deal innovative is the structure that we came up with, which was designed to deal with all of the objectives that both counterparties had.
Winning the award was a huge surprise. Over the years we'd been involved in awards and we hadn't ever won one, so we didn't really know what it quite took to win an award. So being able to achieve that goal with the Freedom deal was absolutely fantastic for us, and really sealed the deal as to the effort and so forth that we'd put in. It made it worthwhile.
We were proud to win the award. We don't seek the limelight, but recognition for what was a complicated transaction is good reward for all the hard work that the team put into the transaction.
For me, the key takeout of this transaction was the innovative approach of the award winners and having the confidence to develop a bespoke transaction. I'd like to congratulate Freedom Group Holdings and Northington Partners for their success and encourage other advisors and participants in mid-market deals to participate in future INFINZ awards.